Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So, breaking news: Google Fi has shifted its plan services and has added a third plan, which I'll be upfront with everybody right now. This is not going to be absolutely disruptive. This is not going to it's not going to do anything major as a shift, but it is kind of nice to see that there's options on Google Fi now. Hey, how's it going, Michael? Glad to have you here. This is just like a quick live breaking on this. But anyways, let me go ahead and add this on here so people can see. I've heard not appealing. It's not a game changer. It's not a game changer at all. But I just want to break it down for people to kind of understand. So here we have it. The new plan for Google Fi. So now there's three plans, right? The flexible for one. So it's the same rate, $20 for what they call Fi Basics, $10 per gig. So you do have that option right there. You also now have the new one, which is the Simply Unlimited is what it's called. It's $60 a month. And then you have the unlimited plan that they announced back in 2019, now called Unlimited Plus. So you'll see like the differences of what you'll get for each one of these currently right now, right? So like data in the US, Canada, and Mexico, right? All three plans have it. Okay, you can use data in Canada, you can use it in Mexico, you can use it at home in the United States. That's not a problem at all whatsoever, right? Where it shows you here data is slower after, of course, the flexible plan is 15 gigs, and then it slowed down, right? Because they have that bill protection thing, right? So your bill $10 per gig, I think, up to 6 gigs. Right when you pass 6 gigs, they stop billing you per gig that you use. But if you go beyond 15 gigs, then it will slow you down, and then you would have to pay again $10 per gig for the rest of your bill cycle. So it slows down at 15 gigs. 22 gigabytes is the data throttle on the Simply Unlimited for one. So that's the slow out. And the same is for the Unlimited Plus. I would have liked to have seen this differently done when it comes to the data slower after, only because, if you're paying for Plus, then I think you should get a little bit more, maybe like 35 gigs, and then you're slowed down, or 30 gigs and you're slowed down. You know what I mean? 22 gigs, you can burn pretty quickly. Michael says, I love my Cricket 5G. Awesome. I'm glad that Cricket is working out extremely awesome for you. It says, I'm on Cricket Unlimited More plan, $60. Maybe in a year, I'll switch to Visible just to check it out. Actually, if you want to, right now, Visible is running a promo. So if you sign up for Visible right now, then for the next 3 months, your bill would be $20 flat. So you can always just order a SIM to try it out and try it out in your phone if your phone is unlocked, and you can always test it out that way if you want to. I'm just letting you know. I think that promo ends April 30th, I think. So I don't know. That's how I would give you the heads up on that. But anyways, yeah. So with these three different plans, right? I was just thinking, because Unlimited Plus, you would think you would get more benefits out of it. I was thinking that maybe the throttle point should be higher. Wishful thinking. I'll say wishful thinking, right? So with the Fi Flex, the 100 gigabytes of cloud storage with Google One, you don't get that with Fi Flex, and you don't get that with Simply Unlimited. I got to stress this again. You don't get the Google One cloud storage, the base version of it, which is 100 gigs. It's like 99 cents for it. You don't get that one with the Simply Unlimited plan. So you still get the unlimited talk text. You get the unlimited data throttled at 22 gigabytes. I know this sounds like an oxymoron to say that. But you don't get the Google One cloud storage. Now, with the Unlimited Plus, you get the 100 gigabytes of Google One cloud storage, and Google One subscription is included with the Unlimited Plus. So it almost feels like as if they're trying to give reason to say that the Unlimited Plus is at a value of $70 for one line, because the Google One. I would have preferred, I mean, yes, that, to have the Google One, but I think something else should be thrown in there for $70 a month. Why not throw in, the subscription for YouTube Premium, which comes with YouTube Music, you know what I mean? And then I would feel $70 would be valuable. We'll talk more about that here in a little bit. Here's where it gets interesting too. So high-speed hotspot tethering, you have that with the Flex. Okay, you don't have that with the Simply Unlimited, but you do have it with the Unlimited Plus. So this is where it gets a little bit dicey for me. So with the Flex plan, you have high-speed hotspot tethering. You have that. You have it with the Unlimited Plus, as you've always had it before. But with the Simply Unlimited plan, you don't have access to that. And here's the other kicker to it. With the flexible plan, you can order data-only SIM cards, which I've said before. This is how I've built an unorthodox family plan on Google Fi once before, was I had two main lines, which was my line and my fiance's line. And then we would order data-only SIM cards for our kids because our kids were mostly home, so they were always on home internet. And then when we left the house, their mobile phones would work off Wi-Fi because they would have the data-only SIM card, and the data that they used counted towards our data usage. So if my oldest daughter had a data-only SIM card that was connected to my account, and then my youngest daughter's phone had a data-only SIM connected to my fiance's account, then it would pull from our allotted data amount. So data-only SIM cards you can use with the flexible plan. So again, that's cool. With the Unlimited Plus, you can order data-only SIM cards, which you have been able to before, and that's totally fine. However, the Simply Unlimited gets no access to data-only SIM. So if you choose to go on the $60 Simply Unlimited plan, you can't order a data-only SIM card. It won't let you do it unless you upgrade to the Unlimited Plus. And I think, and I'll get into my little thoughts here in a little bit. Continuing on with these plans. So international data while traveling outside the US, Canada, and Mexico. So this is outside of basically the North American continent. $10 per gig in over 200 destinations, right? Simply Unlimited, you don't have that. No access to data outside of the US. And then Unlimited Plus, you have access to data in 200 destinations outside of the North American continent. With the flexible plan, so you're looking at international texts and calls while traveling outside of the North American continent. You have access to that with the flexible plan. You don't have access to that with Simply Unlimited, but you do have access to that with the Unlimited Plus. So this is just really stripping down Fi Unlimited bare bones here from what I'm seeing. Affordable calls to the from the US to 200 plus destinations. With Fi Flex, you get free calling to Canada and Mexico, and you get the same free calling to Canada and Mexico with Simply Unlimited. With Unlimited Plus, you get free calling to over 50 destinations. Continuing on. So on Fi, you always get access to unlimited calls and texts, privacy and security features. You get that across the board. Family features, you get that across the board. No contracts or activation fees. That's obviously true. And 24/7 customer support. You get that. So here's the thing. So there's a lot of things happening here. And whoa, the chat kind of like went up here. Okay, my bad. Let me catch up with the chat here. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back this way. I'm so sorry. I was reading the website, so I didn't see the chat here. Hey, Bobby, how's it going, man? Glad to have you here. You should drop a StreamYard link. That way I can share my experiences about Fi. Maybe I'll bring you on this weekend. Maybe I can host a panel and have a bunch of people on. I'm not going to stay live on very long. This is just like a breaking news type thing, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to talk real quick and then I'm going to hop off here in a little while. But I'm not staying long like a live stream. I just didn't want to record it as a video. So I just figured I'd just do it live. But yeah, definitely. When I do talk a little about Fi, I guess I'll do one this Saturday. If you're available around this time, Saturday, then let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know, and I'll DM you a link. Jose, welcome in here. What's going on, dude? If you're still here, man. Yeah, I gotta catch up with these. Simply Unlimited plan is yeah. I'm gonna get into that here. I'm about to rip it a new a hole. Okay, everyone's switch Spectrum. All right, cool. All right, definitely we'll see you there. All right, we're caught up. So everyone's just saying hi to each other. That's great to see you guys talking. That's also good. Okay, so here's my biggest beef with this. Okay, like I said, if they were gonna do something like this with the Unlimited Plus, where I feel like value would be with the Unlimited Plus, and I've always felt this way, is okay. You give us 100 gigabytes of Google One storage. If you decide to upgrade to 200 gigs, then you have to pay the difference, right? So 99 cents is the 99-cent plan on Google One is given. Anything under that, you pay the difference. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. I like that. You know what I mean? Especially since Google Photos is going to stop high resolution backups. So you're going to want to have cloud storage to back your photos up if you don't trust using Amazon or any other photo services. You're going to want that. But I still wanted to see YouTube Premium as a given for Fi Unlimited Plus for the $70 plan. Give me YouTube Premium. You know what I mean? And yes, if you wanted to do family, pay the difference. But just give me YouTube Premium, because with that, you get YouTube Premium with no ads and you get YouTube Music. So you really now feel like you're getting a nice bundle with the Unlimited Plus. And it would be something to say that someone that would enter the Simply Unlimited would actually want to upgrade to that plan to get those services and features along with their unlimited plan. Okay. Now at $60, I'm okay with a 22 gigabyte throttle cap, right? When you pass 22 gigs, you're throttled. But it would make sense to do that and move the Unlimited Plus up to 35. Now, I know that this would have to change negotiations between Google and T-Mobile, but since T-Mobile and Google are kind of partnering up, I'm pretty sure they could probably finesse the panties off T-Mobile to allow them to extend what their data throttle is set at. Because again, this is something that they have to work out with T-Mobile because they're using T-Mobile's network. They don't have their own network, so they're using T-Mobile. So this is something that they would definitely have to like I said, finesse the panties off them. That's what they would literally have to do. But I would have loved to seen that happen with the Unlimited Plus. And maybe, this is just in its early stages of them now having 3 plans to choose from. So maybe like in the next couple of months, they may actually negotiate some sort of deal like that and kind of bring that in. I'm pretty much over the fact that I don't care anymore if Google Fi makes a deal with AT&T or Verizon to kind of make them like a piggyback network to go off of to have a 3 carrier support. I don't care anymore. They can literally just rely on T-Mobile and US Cellular. I'm totally fine with that. But I would still want a little bit more for the price that they're charging. The fact of the matter is that the Simply Unlimited plan is not one that I would pitch to anybody to really like, emphasize that the biggest thing about Google Fi. And that big thing about Google Fi is the ability to use Google Fi overseas. With Simply Unlimited, all that is cut off from you. So really, you're just getting like an unlimited plan that's basic here in the US. But to me, if you're going to go that route, why not compete against Visible and make the plan $40 a month? I mean, if you think about it right now, none of these plans are flat rate. So it's not $60 flat rate, unlimited talk, text, and data. It's not $70 flat rate, unlimited talk, text, and data. You're talking about $60 plus taxes and fees, and that varies from state to state, right? My bill on the Unlimited Plus could end up being, well, if I'm trying to remember, with the taxes here in my state, comes up to about $76 and some change a month for the Unlimited Plus plan. Now, it could be $78 in your state. It could be $73 in your state because it depends on the taxes and fees in your state. So it's not flat rate. It's not very competitive. Like you wouldn't like the Simply Unlimited, there wouldn't be any talking or selling points to compete that against Visible. And the reason why I use Visible is because Visible is this plan, Simply Unlimited, is in the realm of Visible. And Visible, you get unlimited hotspot. With Simply Unlimited on Google Fi, there is no hotspot or data-only SIM access. So you don't have that. You get calling to Canada and Mexico, but you don't get usage in those areas. They are not given. For when you look here at international, I mean, affordable calls to them. Obviously, yes, you get that. You get to call, you get affordable calling to 200 plus destinations. But as far as international texts and calls while traveling, outside of US and Canada, you don't get that. So that means if you were to go to China, Fi wouldn't work there. You wouldn't have that benefit, which is crazy because if you're on the Flex plan, you have access to this. I don't understand why they would take this away for Simply Unlimited. This should be thrown in because right now, this feels people that are going to look at the Simply Unlimited plan are going to feel the same way they looked at the Unlimited Plus when that was first announced as Fi's first unlimited plan. They're going to look at it and say it's about $10 to $15 more than what it should be. Because you're lacking a lot of the features that even made Fi like, a competitor in the prepaid market. The biggest selling point for Fi that I've told so many people is the fact that this thing works outside of the United States. If you take that away, then that's really what it's just another prepaid unlimited plan with limitations as far as like what other MVNOs are doing. This has limitations, and therefore it's not going to provide in any way of what people are going to be looking at other prepaids and saying, I get more with them for less, so I'll just port my number over. So this is not competitive at all. This is probably one of the things that really irks the hell out of me about Google. They do things so their heart is in the right place. Their heart is in the right place of them wanting to make more options for consumers. But by golly, do they have to do the most ridiculous things and overprice? I mean, somebody that looks at this and says, I have a great experience on Fi because the T-Mobile connection is awesome, but I'll just go to Metro, or I'll just go to Mint Mobile. I'll just go to another MVNO that uses T-Mobile net, service that probably has the same priority access as Google Fi and pay less. There's not a lot of selling points here. If Fi wants to continue with this pricing, they're going to have to give more. Like I said, and this is just me spitballing here, but throw in YouTube Premium on the Unlimited Plus, along with 100 gigs of Google Fi. Google Fi, but Google One cloud storage, right? And then for the Unlimited Plus, give them the 100 gigs of cloud storage without YouTube Premium. One of the selling points is using this for international use, being able to use your device with no problems at all in other countries. Open that sucker up on the Simply Unlimited. I mean, you can probably put like a little bit of limitations on that to kind of make it more enticing to go with the Unlimited Plus. But again, the Simply Unlimited seems like that they wanted to give an unlimited plan that costs less than their Unlimited Plus. You still have to give something that makes people want to bite. Now, I'm not saying in no way that nobody's going to go for this plan. That's not what I'm saying. The most conscious buyer who really kind of looks at the value of what they're getting for the dollar that they're spending is not going to choose this. But a person that wants to say, I have Google phone service, but doesn't travel outside of the country, doesn't go anywhere like that, doesn't call anybody internationally, this would actually kind of fit for them if they are willing to play ball here. Because the only other thing that you really get out of this as a benefit on the Simply Unlimited that I can pitch as a positive is that you get access to T-Mobile and US Cellular's network if you have a Fi-capable phone. If you bring in an unlocked device, it's only going to connect to T-Mobile. But if you buy like a Google Pixel from them, or any of the Moto devices they sell, or any of the Samsung devices they sell that is Fi-capable, it is able to switch between US Cellular and T-Mobile. And so that would probably be the only selling point to say that the Simply Unlimited plan is going to be dope for people, is just to say that like it can do this. That's pretty much it. Other than that, like a lot of people are saying, and I'm going to say the same thing too. And remember, I'm a Google guy. I'm a Pixel guy. And I'm saying this. This is in no way disruptive. This does not change the game. I don't look at Google Fi as a competitor in the market to go up against Visible and Yahoo Mobile and Mint Mobile and all the other ones out there. I don't see it in that sense. They need to give a little bit more. They got to stop being greedy. There's no excuse for Google. No excuse for Google at all. Okay? They make billions and billions of dollars from ad revenue, from side projects, and from hardware and hardware that they sell. They don't sell software, but from hardware that they sell. They make billions. They could give their customers more out of these plans. I mean, if anyone's going to argue that case point with me before I jump off here, I'm going to leave with one final thought. If anyone's going to argue the case point and say that Google can't do it or they can't afford to take a hit like that, look at Google Fi in the last couple of years. They've given away to their customers, they've given away Nest Home Minis, right? They've given away, a photo album up to, I think it was 20 pages from Google Photos. They've given you that. They've given away things that, would say, okay, you think, all right, a Nest Mini, $50. Like, it's only $50 they gave me, like, whoopie-doo, $50. But you look at how many customers they actually have, and let's say like they have 1 million customers. Well, then $50 by 1 million is 50 million. So they just gave away 50 million bucks by giving those gifts to their customers. If they can do that, they can give us YouTube Premium. Sorry for the notifications, but they can give us YouTube Premium on the Unlimited Plus, along with Google One's, cloud storage, and then the $70 would actually feel worth, $70. The $60 unlimited, okay, if you don't want to give international rates and stuff like that, if you want to completely block them off and only allow them to use the service in Canada, United States, and Mexico, totally fine. But give them Google Cloud Storage too as well. You completely cut them off and give them data only access. Like, if a data only SIM card, give them that. If you don't want to allow them to hotspot tether, totally fine, but give them the dang SIM card, because they could have a kid that they want to put the SIM card in the mobile phone for the kid to use Google Voice to call mom and dad when he's getting off school and walking home. Like, these are things that I think about. I don't know. Maybe I should become the lead developer in the Google Fi project. Google, hire me. Trust me. I'll make your MVNO run. I'll take it to new heights. That's just me. Right now, I'm putting a bid on the job to be the lead man on the Google Fi team for Google and push their MVNO far beyond anything else and make it a real competitive player in the prepaid market. Vote for Tito. Vote for Pedro. Vote for Tito. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for popping in on this quick news break. And I'll probably go over this again, and I'll invite people to come in and talk about it this weekend. So be looking forward to the live stream. We'll probably do it Saturday around this time. So it's like 5:35 p.m. my time. So about 5 p.m. Arizona time, I'll be going live again, and I'll put a link for everyone who wants to come in and actually speak on it, to come on in and talk about it. So be on the lookout for that live stream. You guys are awesome for coming in here and hanging out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Eggplant, Michael, Bobby, Jose. Thank you guys so much for hopping in here real quick. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. And yeah, as always,